All right, everybody. Eric here again, and today I want to talk about all the crazy crap that gets left at our Airbnbs. And while we try really hard to return them, sometimes it's just hard to figure out who it belongs to. So if you have a moment, please like, subscribe, and share this out. If you've ever thought about doing Airbnb, or if maybe you are a host yourself, or I should say short-term rental instead of just Airbnb, please share this and maybe have a laugh with us too. And I've got a special guest today, Kat, and I'll actually put her link of her channel down below. And she's going to go through with me kind of some of the crazy top 10 items here that always get left at all of our Airbnbs. And you'd be surprised because there's some crazy stuff that gets left, right?
Yes,
so let's talk about number 10 first, which is, I know, your favorite, and it's the biggest one here on the table. So here you go.
I don't think this should be number 10. I think this should be higher up on the list of weird stuff people leave.
It's number 10 because it's the first time anybody's left us a big pot.
Okay.
That's why it's 10.
We got left a very large pot.
It still has a sticker on it. So I think about it from this perspective. What if they fly in? You can't take that on board.
Well, that's true. That's
why
a
they
good
left
point.
it. So if they flew into town, they needed a big pot for a big dinner, and then they're like, well, we'll just leave it. We'll gift it to the hosts.
Okay,
so,
that makes sense. But
anyway, it is by far your favorite.
It is by far my favorite.
So, but it is number 10.
Actually, I take it back. It's not my favorite on this table.
All right, well, it's number 10 because it's the first time in 3 or 4 years that anybody's ever left us a big pot. So, anyway, number 10 is weird stuff that gets left at Airbnbs is the pot. So next item on the items here. Hold on, no. Spices are pretty common. They're real low on the list.
But they go with the pot.
No, they don't go with the pot. They go in the pot, but we're not there yet.
Okay.
But we're talking about weird things that have happened from the least common stuff that gets left to the most common stuff that gets left. And so the next one.
Oh, see, okay. So then we're doing it different. I thought it was going to be like normal stuff versus odd stuff that gets left.
It's all odd. It's like, how can you leave with this without having this?
Fair enough.
So anyway, okay. So the next thing on the list, and the reason why it's odd, is because people randomly leave us a shoe.
How did you leave with only one of your shoes?
Thank you. That's what I was thinking. But we have a box full of single shoes. So how they forgot only one of the shoes, I don't know, but it's not helping us any either. So,
What if they brought multiple pairs?
Still,
and then they
wore 3 out.
Well, hopefully they're not wearing 3 shoes.
I'm just saying. So anyway, that is on the weird list. Another. Go ahead.
No, go.
So we're getting down the list. So
okay, keep going.
On the cool and common to the weird. But it sounds like you had input here.
Nope, it's okay. Go.
Okay. All right. So another weird one is we don't have a pool at any of our Airbnbs.
No.
And we have people that randomly leave swim trunks at our Airbnb, and those aren't going to fit me. Or you. So
no.
Not a whole lot of help there, but we have random clothes, socks, things like that. I've got a more common type of clothing coming up, but this is.
We don't even have like a public swimming pool in our town.
It's snowing outside right now.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's a little weird, but it does happen. So this is 7, is where we're at.
Yeah, that would be 7. No.
Yeah, we did 3. We've got the pot. 10.
9.
9 is the one shoe.
8.
Oh, so 8. Sorry. Okay, so that was weird. Kind of useless, but
yeah.
But it does happen. So the next most common thing on the list, I would have to say we've only been left like 2 or 3 hairdryers, and we provide hairdryers.
Yes, all of our properties, all of the bathrooms.
So I would have to say the next thing on that list, there you go, is a hairdryer. So if you're missing a hairdryer, again, we try to return this stuff, but by the time that our cleaners notice it or it goes into the lost and found pile, we don't. There could have been 20 guests in there. So it is weird when there's hairdryers that are left that.
But what's even more weird is they don't then accidentally swipe ours.
Well, they do.
Not when they leave this.
Well, no, but so that's probably another video
Okay.
of top 10 things that get swiped from your short-term rental / Airbnb.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, this is a common one there. So that's number 7.
Yes.
We've had a couple of them left, which is great. I mean, we've got a household of people that like hair. So
yeah.
So there we go. So the next common item, and I think this is the one that you like the most, and this is normally like intentional.
It is.
Why?
Yeah. People often leave it as a thank you gift.
They do.
So
with a note
Uh-huh.
and just like, hey, thank you for hosting, and have a bottle of wine that we had left over, and that's
Hope you
always
enjoy.
that's always appreciative. And
Yes.
so they can't take it on an airplane too.
Exactly.
Don't leave open bottles because that gets weird.
Yeah, it does.
But closed
A
bottles.
nice sealed bottle of wine is always appreciated.
Yeah. So that's
Yes.
number 6, right?
It is.
It's okay. So
And that one's definitely my favorite.
that one's your favorite. Okay. So the next one on the list, number 5, is hats. Which again, it's easy to forget hats.
Yeah.
So we do get a lot of hats. It just is what it is. One of those common
Yeah, we have a
things.
box of hats.
We've got a box of hats. So I mean,
They're not exciting.
they're not
funny.
exciting. They're
It just is.
They're hats. They're nice to have around. So you can reutilize them. So there we go. Anyway, all right. Next on the list, I have to say, it's probably stuffed animals, right?
Yes. Some poor sad kids are missing their stuffies.
Yeah, but a lot of them have been new.
Still tax. Like people buy them as gifts while they're on trips and then leave them.
Yeah.
So.
And we have to add to this. We did not put this on the table because this only happened once. Somebody left us a bunch of porcelain clown babies.
They were creepy.
They were really creepy, and they
Yes.
made noises, and it was like a horror film.
Yes, and thank goodness it only happened once, but there was a very intentional they bought for the house and then left at the house.
Yes, and so
Don't buy creepy stuff for your Airbnb hosts.
Yeah, they don't want that. So anyway, so that's 5, right?
Yep.
All right, so that's 5. Another one which happens often, which I lost a belt in an airport once because of the whole thing. And trust me, I was like, who steals a belt? And it was a problem the whole way. We get a lot of belts left.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but if I had to have a belt with me and I have pants that have a belt with me, I
Same with the pants.
Well, I know that I'm missing a belt, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know how people lose belts, but it happens quite often. People leave the belts. And so that's what number is that?
I think we're at 4.
We're 4. Okay, good. So that's that. So the next most common thing here is, and it makes sense, is jackets.
Yes.
We
We have a
live-
lot of jackets.
Yeah, we get so many jackets, and they're nice jackets, and they're things like that, but we live in a climate where one day it's hot and one day it's snowing. I mean, it was 70 degrees a couple of days ago, and now it's snowing, and it's been
Yes.
snowing for 3 days. So I can see it. You arrive with a jacket, and it's cold, and you leave, and
You don't need it.
you don't need it. And it's easy, especially if you have closets in your short-term rental, thing like that.
Yeah.
It would be easy to do. So
We end up with a lot of coats.
we,
too.
we do end up with a lot of coats. Half the time, though, people do call and like, "Hey, I forgot my coat. Can you ship it to me, or can you meet up somewhere and do it?"
But we always do. We always try. Like
We do. And so what number are we at?
I think that's 3.
That's 3. Okay. So the number 2 most thing, which I think hosts appreciate, is going to be spices.
Spices.
Yeah.
And it makes sense because they buy them for stuff that they're cooking that night, and then what are you going to do? Take home empty spices? So they leave all kinds
Of mostly full spices.
Yeah.
So that's the number 2 item that gets left. And I think the people that come in later appreciate those kinds of things.
exactly because then you have a fully stocked.
Right, because we get the basic spices,
Uh-huh.
but in most of our rentals now, they're stocked full
all
of
kinds.
all kinds of crazy spices. And so I really think that that future guests
Oh, I
would
think
appreciate
so.
that. Who wants to take open spices in your car or on a plane?
Exactly.
It's-
You're putting in your luggage. It's gonna make a big old
It's
mess.
going to be a mess, and they smell funny.
Yeah.
So there you go. So that's not abnormal to leave spices. So that is number 2. We got all kinds of stuff here, from headphones to glasses, and they're high on the list. Events, people that leave drive flowers and stuff
Oh,
we
yeah.
found. Events for anniversaries. I mean, there are so many things. Bases, there are
Yeah.
so many things left. But the number one item that gets left, what do you think it is?
I'm thinking it's gonna be the headphones.
Kind of.
Okay.
Same. It's power cords. Chargers
Yes.
and power cords. And there's some headphones in here. There's more headphones
There's
there.
headphones here.
But you would be shocked that we provide power cords
Yeah, we do, and all of ours.
on the site, which they can walk off too. But everybody seems to forget their power cords.
Yeah.
Most of them are for phone chargers. So if you stay at an Airbnb or a short-term rental or VRBO, whatever, that is the most left thing, is your phone charger
Yeah,
/
for sure.
power cord. And there's some cool ones here. there's more here that I think that I'll ever need. But those are the top 10 items that get left at Airbnbs, and some of this stuff is really crazy. And I'm sure we're gonna have to do an update video to this as the time because this stuff gets crazy and crazier when it gets left. But if you do stay at an Airbnb or a short-term rental, don't forget your charger.
Because they're expensive
they
to replace.
are expensive to replace, but that is the number one item. You were close with the headphones.
Yeah.
But that's it. I mean, people leave their glasses. People leave all kinds of stuff. Again, I think you like the pot the best, or maybe the wine.
The wine the best, but that was my favorite other item.
Yeah. So
the non-intentional
item. Well, great. Well, Kat, thank you for
having
kind of hosting here. And again, I'm sure we're going to have way more crazy stuff that's going to come out. If you want to check out Kat's channel, again, check down below in the link. It'll be there. And yeah, if you want to do an Airbnb and you never thought that, hey, these are the kind of things you're going to run into, we've got crazy stories on all kinds of fronts with this. But as a landlord and Airbnb stuff, this is just some of the crazy that goes along with it. And if you ever stay at these places, don't forget your stuff. And if you do, call right away, because there's so many people going through these properties. It's hard to line all this stuff up. So again, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, share, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you.